Giving it all we got, giving it all we can, giving it all we got. Oh, climbing up to the top of the world, no fear, we're gonna make it. Everything we want is ours. Whoa.
Hey, good morning, guys. Uncle Craig here on the Dunno here in Thailand, and I am just chilling because the last couple of days actually I have decided that I wasn't going to do anything because all that welding and everything on that front gate, oh my gosh, I think it just took it out of me, man. But I do feel a little bit rejuvenated now that I've relaxed, although even though I said I was gonna do nothing, I didn't make that video where I went around the garden picking food and cooking up something. So, but that wasn't really like a muscle task, you know. Most of my tasks around here are definitely muscle tasks, and at 65 years old I have to think about what I do to my muscles, man. Although I should do more. You know, Kampang Pit is actually a great place for sports and exercise, recreation, community sports and all that, because there's just a ton of different things to do up there by the river. And even here, actually somewhere around here, not in our village maybe, but closer to us, I remember driving down the road and there's a big gym there. I forget what it's called. It's a gym, you know, big indoor gym, and I think in back of it, that's right, in back of it, there's a big badminton facility. And I love badminton. I used to coach it too, but I think all that lateral displacement, what you need when you're playing badminton, I might just pop my legs out and snap them in half, you know. That's what I'm afraid of. As you get older, you think, or maybe you don't think, but as you get older, you know, your bones and stuff, they just aren't the same. They're not, you know, you don't have like brittle bone syndrome or something like that, but you do have to worry about stuff. I mean, you know, when I was younger, or in my 20s or even early 30s, I'd have no problem jumping out that second floor window onto this grass right here and boom, you know, hit the ground running. And I could still do that. I'd jump out there, no problem. But I'm fearful of the fact that when I landed, my bones would not support that landing, and they wouldn't be talking to the muscles, and so I'd break something, probably break my fibula or something, or knock my hip out of socket or something like that. So you wind up, your mind, you can push yourself to whatever, but your body will not do that, and especially as you get older. So and tomorrow actually is there's a local venue over here. It's fairly new. I think it was opened last year. Beautiful place along the river, all these big old tables and lots of land, but they have a huge indoor arena, or not arena, but a huge concert venue, indoor place, big giant warehouse kind of style, you know, what they do in Thailand. It's like a big old place, big old square building enclosed. But they also have a huge, at that same place, they have a huge outdoor stage area, like, you know, like 50-foot tall ceiling and open bay. And so they have good bands there every weekend, maybe even during the week. I think we've been there, and there's always some, you know, at least a two-piece or something. Great acoustics, great location. But anyway, yeah, tomorrow is Carabao concert. Carabao, the local favorite, is going to come up from, I believe they live down there by Khao Yai. I think that's where they stay, and or some of them anyway. And there's other bands that are going to be there. I'm not sure if Loso is going to be there, or Pong Sid, or who, but I think it's everybody. And it's cool. We got, you know, you buy a table when you go to these concerts. Or actually, I don't know, you probably could have standing, but I think the whole venue is really tables. Just like when you go to the movie house and you go to the computer and you touch the seats you want, you can do that here. So we bought a table. It's like 2,500 baht, but you can have 4 people at your tables, and everybody gets a bottle of beer too, I think, a big bottle. Last time it was 5 bottles of beer, which I think I drank all of them, but anyway, so that'd be cool. And so I didn't want to really do a lot today either, or tomorrow for that matter, because if I worked all day, I'd be shot for the concert. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna sleep better part of the day tomorrow if I can, take a couple naps so I can be excited while I'm at the concert. I do like them. I've liked them since the first day I probably arrived in Thailand 30 years ago or something, so they're cool. It's gonna be a good event. I'm happy about that. Hey, cat, knock it off. Look at this. What are you doing, bro? These guys were out of control this morning. I was in my room doing something and I heard Dot yell, and earlier they had brought a lizard up to the porch, like, hey man, I got a lizard, smacking it around, playing hockey with it, and so my wife, brushed it off or whatever. And then anyway, whatever, 10 minutes later, her screaming, and I'm like, what? I think I was eating breakfast still or something. And I come out on the porch, but not before grabbing my camera. And they had a big old bird. And, it was one of those, like a grouse, like a long neck, anyway, but they don't kill it, right? They don't, or not at first, right? They just grab it, by the wing or something like that, and prevent it from running around, and then they'll let it go, so it'll take off, and then the other one will jump on it, and he'll hold it down or whatever, and they'll play with it for a while because they like that until they kill it. But of course, can't let them do that, right? So I had my camera, and I'll show you this video, or if I can get some of the video, but I had the camera in my hand. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? No. So I went to grab the bird, and I like tapped the cat, like, dude, let go of it, So he let go of it, but then the bird got away from me, like right at the same time, and so the bird took off into the house, and pandemonium ensued, man. I mean, I'm running with the camera, the cat runs and chases the bird, and against the wall, boom, he gets it, and I'm all, no, and I'm all trying to grab the bird again, and he takes off again a different way, and the other cat grabs it, and the other cat, again, oh my God. Then I finally had to put the camera down. I'm like, oh shit, man. What are you doing? Hey, no. Let go. Let him go. No, not that way. Get. You got him? Hey. Hey. Shit. You guys. Hey. You guys. Got him. And I grabbed him, I chucked him out the window. He flew down to the ground here, and then he took off running. And it is kind of a ground bird, so I think he just took off running to where he could be under a bush or something and kind of go, whoa. I think that guy broke one of my wing bones. But he appeared to be all intact. Like when I threw him out the window, he fluttered with both his wings in symmetry or whatever, so it didn't look like any was broken. And he landed on the ground with both feet, so he didn't tumble or anything. So I think he was just, you know, shook up. He might have some minor puncture wounds where the birds got him, but where the cats got him with their fangs. But you know, birds they got little tiny bodies and real thick feathers and stuff. So he might not even got a puncture wound. He just might have been scared the crap out of him. But life on the farm with the cats, right, buddy? Huh? He's like, I'm gonna kill something. But of course, in my quest for doing nothing today, as I'm now going to allude to, my wife sees me doing nothing, and so she has something for me to do. She now has another project that I will embark on. I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to do today, but so what she was thinking, and I'll show you, was right here. She wants to put one of those, you know, those waterfalls that just cascade down a wall, like. So I took her little. She has this. Man, is it raining? It's raining. Great. Even more reason why not to do anything, or to do nothing. This little handy bush cutter, battery operated, lightweight, easy for her to use. That's why she bought it. She can't handle the big ones, man. And I use that one to bush cut this grass out here, just to cut it away from where I'm gonna plant. You know, I'm just gonna form that up with cement. I'll use my old cement board to make a form, and then I'll make a cement platform in there, a deck, and I'll probably put the red bricks I have. Should I use the red bricks? Maybe not. Red bricks probably aren't real good for water things. But anyway, I'm gonna form that up because that'll be the base pool, and then it'll be basically a wall. But she wants me to use my stone that I ordered for my, you know, this slate. This one's all broke up. I broke a little bit to see if it breaks good, which it does not break good. But anyway, so she wants me to use this to stack it up, you know, so that the waterfall, you know, kind of whatever cascades off of this stuff as it's stacked up. Although I'm gonna have to put cement, you know, fair amount of cement in between each one of those, because, you know, cat, I don't have enough to stack it all up, you know, to where if it's just stacked on top. I mean, I got 3 boxes of it, but they're bigger pieces, and I bought those for a fireplace project that I'm eventually gonna do, but I can't really use it all to stack up like that. But I can get close. What are you doing? Anyway, so, but she wants it about, you know, about this high. So I got to make the little pool in the bottom, and I'll probably use a solar pump because it's a good location on top of the garage roof here. I'll solar pump it so that it's, you know, whatever. Of course, you have to put water in every so often because it evaporates, right? And I'll use the good water or the filtered water, because if I straight up use the well water, it would definitely you know, turn orange or whatever. The waterfall would not look good, right, cat? Probably likes that fresh cut grass, like catnip. Well, that's my project. And of course, you know, she basically just told me, hey, that's what I want to do, and I'm gonna go do laundry. And so I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, I'm supposed to finish it before you get back? Yeah, I don't think so. You know, after 25 years with this woman, we have a rather unique relationship. I think anybody does who's been married that long. And my pond here, yeah, it is raining, I can see it. I felt a little bit of it, but one sure way to look is when I look out the pond and I see it just twinkling everywhere. But what concerns me also is like in here and then over here, in and amongst these lilies, I have been seeing a crap load of baby fish, which are really like not the fish that should be in there. These are snakehead fish that will and can ravish the other baby fish. But you know, which now that I think about it, our fish have been in here for a better part of 8 months or a year or whatever, so they're pretty healthy. You know, they're pretty big. My wife was fishing off the deck over there yesterday. She caught about 20 fish and put them in the other pond, you know, because for whatever reason they seem to get a lot bigger over there. But I'm wondering, are these fish sterile? Because I never see baby tilapia. I mean, I've never seen a baby tilapia in here, and there's like 1,000 of them, so they got to be mating, right? I mean, wouldn't you think? I'm gonna have to Google that. Why are my tilapia not reproducing, or are they, and then they just die or get eaten? Or are they cannibals, tilapia? Do they eat their own babies, or you know? Do other tilapia eat other tilapia's babies? I don't know, man. But I do question why all these other ones, these snakehead ones, they just, I don't even know, man. Do they come in the rain? They just show up. They just show up. I mean, I suppose it's possible that a snakehead came from the canal and he just waddled his way over the dirt and into the pond because he can sense the water, and then, you know, had fish or whatever. But we haven't had floods. So there's been no way for the water to get out or more water to come in, because we don't have any of those avenues here. I mean, we have our exit pipe for overflow, but that's exposed right now, so the water level has dropped. As a matter of fact, the water level is concerning that it dropped already too, because I don't know if you can probably see that, but underneath, not the watermarks, those are watermarks from the post right there where it normally would get that high and stuff, but behind the post on the dirt, there's a dark line towards the bottom there. That dark line is still wet, which means the water in the last couple of days has dropped at least that long. That's right, about 8 or 9 inches. You know, my wife says it's supposed to be raining, or not raining, but she said floods. You know, like supposed to have more water come, and I'll put my gloves on, next month. And I thought, well, I don't know. I guess it's September, part of the rainy month. I don't know. Well, all I do know though is that I could use more water. The other pond is starting to get a whole lot of the algae on there, which I don't really like because the aesthetics of it. But my wife says it's good because it's the fish love to eat that stuff, so they will devour it as they get bigger. Because if you didn't know, we also put another whole bunch of fish in there, babies, but I don't know how many we put in there. 200 maybe, I don't know. Or no, that's right, we put the Mekong catfish in there 50 of them. I don't even remember. I made the video on that. Anyway, let me see if I can get that form. What I can do, what I thought maybe I would do, even though I'm not going to do work. I'm gonna put the form over there, and then I do have about 3/4 of a bag of cement left, or maybe half a bag, 2/3 of a bag. I can probably just pour that dry cement in the form and fill it with water, and then just kind of stamp it around, throw some gravel in there that I have. Do I have gravel? Yeah, I'd find some rocks. Oh yeah, over there. I'll throw some rocks in there and stuff. Just kind of smash it all up together. Maybe lay down a piece of rebar or two. That I have a couple pieces of bar, and just have that as the base. It don't need to be perfect, man, because we're not perfect here on the Bonnog. All right, man, let me get back at you. I'll see if I can't get a little bit of that done. If I just get the platform in there, the bottom part, then I'll call it a day. All right, back at you. Whew. All righty. Well, it took me about, I suppose about an hour, but maybe a little better than an hour maybe, to do that. I just bucketed, I think 5 buckets of sand from over there, dumped it, and then another 8 buckets of gravel. So that was kind of a nightmare. But then I did like 4 buckets of cement, just mixed it all, put it in the box, man. Made that like the mixing box. Put it all in there. Actually, you can see it's, you know, the cement is a bit more level. The form is not that level, but you know, cement's level enough. And then what I did was I have those, remember we did the gravel, and then I wanted more gravel, and then the first load the guy dumped these big old rocks, and I was like, what? Anyway, I used some of those big old rocks, and what I did was I just dumped them on top. A little bit more water there, I can see it's a little low spot maybe. I just dumped them on top and patted them down for texture. All the other gravels mixed in, you know, make concrete, mixed in with the sand and the cement. But those top pieces are just decorative, really. And that'll be all right for now. That's all I'm doing today. We're gonna build up the side a little bit to make it so it's a pool, right? It's gotta be a little bit of a pool to hold the water that will run down the fountain and recycle. I don't know if you can hear it, but there appears to be a big tractor. That's the hay baler. We harvested the rice yesterday, I think, or the day before. Maybe I can show you some drone footage of that. This guy, I think, or no, he's putting hay down. Maybe that's also for putting it down so he can, you know, that protect the growth or something. I don't know. I mean, we put hay around the tree bottoms and stuff like that. What's up, cat? Meh. But yeah, let's have a look. Huh. Yeah, I guess he's doing a job on that. And keeping consistent with, you know, what I do here on the farm without risk, or with risk to injury. my eyes, man. I don't know if you can see how red they are, but I was starting to mix the cement, and my good glasses. So I took my good glasses off, put them over there, continued, and then when I was pouring that and evening it out and stuff, I was splashing it around. Of course, cement went right in my freaking eye. I think both of them, but this one immediately started burning. Fortunately, I had the hose over here, the clean hose, so I was able to, but I can still feel it, man. Hopefully it's not going to be cement in there, or if it hardens, it'll get pushed out. Yeah, that stuff will blind you, man. Cement powder, cement in the face. I have my other glasses that I should have went over there and picked them up and put them on, but I didn't. I worked without glasses, hence without protection. And you know what happens when you do things without protection? Unexpected surprises that you're often not ready for. All right, man. Well, again, got that done. That's all I'm gonna do. I thought the guy was digging up the dirt over there on the tractor. I was gonna put the drone up for that, but looks like he's just laying down more hay. I wonder if he's gonna burn it. Normally after they harvest, they can bring the baler in and scoop up the hay. Actually, he might be doing that because he's putting it around. Really, I think maybe he's dumping hay on the bald spots, so when the baler comes through, it can do a tight pack on the bale. I don't know, do they do that? For all you hay baler farmers out there? Anyway, I'm just blabbing. All right, man. Well, stay tuned for more on my Wonderwall down there, or I should say my wife's Wonderwall, and we'll get back at you.